We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
All of your internet are belong to us now.
Fucking laughing at our own shit like a fucking idiot.
Oh, you should be aware of this.
Oh, I know. I just keep laughing every time. All right, fucking get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the fucking show. I am Man at Arms. You are listening to Destiny Unfiltered. It's Wednesday. It's throwing me off for pre-recording this, so deal with it. Time travel. Get into it.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
With me, as always, is Ryan, aka Frylock, aka. Oh shit! I wasn't. No, that.
You fucked it up.
No, I stopped myself because that could have had fucking backlash. My bad.
Were you gonna call me bottom guy?
No, I was getting ready to go in another direction. I'm like, oh, we'll get fucking. There'll be hate mail over that one. Never mind. And joining us tonight or today, whatever, spell it. Time's a construct. None of this shit matters. It's night for her. Mother of Titans, or I should say, mommy of Titans. Mama of Titans.
Either. Take it how you will.
All of these things. ObKatieKat, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, no worries. Pleasure.
It's weird for us because, Eastern US time and UK does not fucking ever line up.
Yeah,
it's a nightmare.
What is it now? It's 9:30 now. And we're running late as well because literally my cat just shit everywhere, wasn't it? So it's like... she's 14 weeks old and she's been fine the past few days, and then today she's just decided to just runny poos
just
everywhere.
Of course.
So
it's just literally fuck it.
Yeah, basically.
I'm broken. Well, for the folks who are meeting you for the first time, tell us a little bit of what you do in the Destiny community.
Yeah, sure. So basically, hold on a sec. What I do is teach kindergartens, basically, in a nutshell. That's like the most of it. And then just basically have a goofy time with people I play with. But it is mainly, I set myself a goal of making sure that every single Guardian gets at least one raid clear in their entire raid, entire run of Destiny. Seems to be going well so far because we've got quite a lot of them done. But no, yeah, it's just goof off and do raids essentially. And be the mom of Titans. Just shit on hunters and warlocks. That's pretty much a given, isn't it?
Wow.
Yes.
We're gonna be fighting.
Ryan's slowly starting to figure out why I got you on, which is fine.
Yeah.
No, I've already realized you book Titans. That's pretty much it.
It's just a coincidence that all the Titans are the cool people. I mean,
Booraxy shaxy, baby.
I'm sorry. that happens.
No, yeah,
okay,
definitely.
I have a question. When do you sleep? Because you're
When do I sleep?
always on Twitch, like always.
Like never. Like I get up, like what time is it? Like 6, 7 in the morning, my time. Then I go to work, and then it'll be a case of get back from work at about like 6-ish. Then I get an hour to like have tea and stuff, and then from there it's a case of get on to stream for 8, and then stream until like 2, 3 in the morning, and then it's and then that's like daily routine.
Oh, I know you. So you basically live on like 3 hours sleep.
Yeah, like that's like a good night for me. Pretty much. I love it. I love it. It's just all the time.
And then I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions about raids, but
go ahead. I'm actually gonna be doing a video series on this soon, so
oh really?
Go ahead.
Plug yourself. Go. Tell us all about it.
Well, it's a case of I put a post. This is like very spontaneous. Like, for those that know me, if my guys watch this, I can see Laker in chat there. It's such a case of if I think of something, it'll be a case of right. Do you guys want this? And then if they say yeah, then it's bam, and it's just straight start to it. But basically, I put a post up on Twitter earlier saying like, because I've seen people whinging about like trials and not being able to do it and stuff like that. And myself, I didn't get flawless this week, or the week just gone. And I was saying, oh, well, it just means I've got to get better. And then you had like a bunch of people complaining saying, oh, well, this is the end game and shit like this. Let us PvP people have this and all this, that, and the other. And I was like, yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm saying, I'm glad you guys have got that. I need to get better at this. And it'd be great if you guys could help the PvE guys out. So they're struggling with it. And they're like, oh, well, why should we help you? And then that triggered me. Then I was like, wait a minute.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's not so much triggered, but like I was a bit like, right, okay, so all you PvP guys that have been wanting stuff like your Reckless Oracles and all these kind of guns that you want to get from raids, it's like, right, okay, well, I take you guys through raids, so the least you guys can do is take the PvE lot through trials, make it a bit like, spread the love kind of thing. And then from there I was like, yeah, exactly. So I turned around and was like, right, okay, so how many of you guys actually have done raids? And then a load of people were like, no. And then I turned around and had a look at the stats for how many people have done raids in Destiny. And it turns out like no one has done raids. Like it turns out like very few of the communities actually done them. And I'm sat there and I'm like, right, okay, in that case, I can't teach absolutely everyone, but I'm good at teaching it. I know I'm good at teaching it because a lot of people have told me I'm good at teaching it. Quick, efficient, easy to understand straight away. Because some people watch I know like all the data and all that do like really detailed and easy to understand raid guides. But they say they still struggle with them. But then when they come and watch me explaining it during a stream, they're like, okay, I completely understand that. So I was like, right, okay. I'll do if I was to do a video series explaining how I specifically do raids, would you guys want to see that? And then everyone turned around and was like, yeah. So I was like, right, okay.
When you do your raids, do you break them down by like what each individual person should do or the overall objective? How do you break down your raid guides?
Both, but really quick. And if someone doesn't understand, then I go, right, okay, it doesn't matter that you haven't understood. Let me know if you don't understand, and I will explain it a different way. And then sometimes, like, if a run doesn't work, and they're struggling to have synergy with their teammate, I'll be like, right, okay, you swap that role, go over there. And then usually, like 9 out of 10 times, that fixes the issue straight away. So, like, that's one of my main things. I can spot when someone needs to swap a position just to get it to work, and it'll work instantly. But in terms of explaining an encounter, what I'll do is I'll explain the general encounter and then go, right, okay, so who's done it before? And then usually I will run multiple runs with people. So I won't just run a singular run with them. I'll do like, if we're doing Last Wish, I'll usually do like three Last Wishes back to back, and then I'll switch people's roles when they're learning it. So for example, with Riven, I'd do it because I always do it legit. I don't choose that shit. So it's like, right, okay, so we're going in, and you'll go, the person who's the least familiar with it, because usually I have Laker, who's in your chat there. He will be my other teammate, and I will have him on one side and me on the other. And we'll take either an experience or an inexperience with the least experience on each side as well. So we've done one where we've had 4 people that had no clue before. And we just went, right, okay, so 2 of you do ads, 2 of you do the call outs and the the cleanse. And then from there, it's been a case of, right, okay, so second run, those 2 are going to swap, and the other one's going to do the eyes, and then like just alternate round like that, so that everyone gets a taste of each role within the encounters, and then only let them move on from a role to the next one once they've fully understood the role that they've just done. Otherwise, it'll be a case of, right, okay, wipe the encounter because you haven't understood it.
So by the end of it, everybody has a general idea of how to do most of the roles in the raid.
Yeah.
Because you're running it 3 times with the same 5 people, for example, or 4 people.
Yeah. I think my favorite one is when you go into a raid, like, and not tell them how to do it though, and they're completely blind. They haven't looked up guides or anything like that, and you just go, right, okay, figure the raid out. And you just sit back, turn your mic off, and just let them figure it out. It's so fun to do.
Figure the raid out.
Yeah, like there was one, I think it was Crown of Sorrow, and I think it only took them like 3 hours to figure out. But I just didn't tell them anything. I was just like, you do that, and then like, but they were really like close to figuring it out like first time each go. It was just executing it all, and then like at the end, like after a couple of tries, when they start getting frustrated, I'd go, right, okay, you're nearly right with this, but I'll tell you how to do this, and then like little things like that. But like with like a full-on teaching, it's like, okay, I'll explain how to do the encounter, and it'll be like bop, 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 and then it'll just be a case of, okay, encounter's done. Like after me speaking for maybe like a minute, and then it's like, right, okay, now we do the encounter, and then you go straight in, do it, and then we're done. And like then like a week later, I go and see them the next week, go and get their clear with like someone else, and they're teaching someone else, and you're like, I dig it.
I'm gonna one of these days when I got a bunch of disposable time, I'm gonna hit you up because I've done exactly one raid ever.
Oh, which one?
I did Leviathan once, and I didn't want to do it. I was tricked.
How the fuck?
I was literally
literally
tricked. I was playing PvP, and the 6th guy didn't show up, and it's like, well, I mean, you're here. You want to do a raid? I'm like, no. And then the next thing I know is in the raid.
Oh my god, you're missing out, dude.
No, I know. It's just time.
Praise.
Usually, it's just time. Then my clan's in
How
Australia.
long did that levy take?
That was like the 2nd week, so that took ages.
Right, okay.
That was like 5 hours. I like told the wife, it's like, I'm not gonna get up for a while. So
yeah.
And then we had all kind of issues because I was connecting to Australia. So
yeah.
comms, when you had to do the call outs in the suck room, were really delayed. I'm like, let me go first, and then it doesn't matter what happens after I talk. Because
the worst ones when you're on PlayStation or some shit for that. Because
we were on Xbox. That was horrible.
Rip Rooney. Oh my god. God,
but we got through it. But it was legit the only time I've ever done it. It was like I'd attempted a couple, but it's just having the time to say, okay, this is gonna take me 2 or 3 hours, and I just generally don't have it. Like even if I'll
Yeah.
stream for like maybe 2 hours, and that's all the time I have.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Whenever you want one, just hit us up and I'll jump on and do it for you. Usually weekends are probably best, considering time zones, but I'll definitely be down for it.
His only time off is Wednesday or Sunday from like 2 to 4 Eastern time.
Right. Okay.
My shit sucks. It's like
No,
I
it's
work a
fine.
lot. We'll
Yeah.
sort it out though, because I need that gear. God damn it. I need guns in my
Absolutely.
life.
Loot a shooter with no loot. Damn it.
I have to do another Leviathan just to get the goddamn Acreus out of my heavy inventory, because you can't move it out until I
shit.
finish
Have you
the
got
fi-
have you got baby
It's still
after it?
there. Yeah, it's still
Ah.
there, and I've been staring at it since that fucking day, and it cannot remove it from my inventory, so I just have a wasted fucking slot. It's like, God
Yikes.
damn it.
You can dismantle it as far as I'm aware. And then
Yeah,
repick it
I
back
can't.
up.
It's a shotgun. I can't dismantle it. Nope.
Oh, I love
It stays forever.
Love it. Love it. What have you guys been thinking of Four Horsemen?
I picked it up today. I finished it today.
You ever got the catalyst?
No, because you have to go back and do that lost sector, and it's all RNG for the catalyst to drop.
You don't.
I heard you can cheese it.
You don't have to kill anything.
You just have to kill the boss, is what I've heard.
Yeah, and if your your Rasputin bunker level is up enough, and you get the frame.
Yeah,
the
big
mech
boy.
dude. Yeah, if you literally just send him in, he just one shots the boss. So as long as he hits him and not one of the unstoppables or some shit, you can just go, right, okay, sprint through, jump to the end, and then send in the mech. He'll blow up the boss, and then you just jump up, grab the chest, and then it just rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say it took them 1 or 2 runs, and I've heard people say it's taken them 45 runs, but it's definitely
Right.
something you don't want to do legit, and because it will take you just hours and hours. You really just need to go and do exactly what you said, and just release the bot and bum rush the
Yeah.
chest. Get your
I'm pretty
catalyst.
sure I think it was either ZK or MTash got it on like their first run. It was one of the two of them.
Yeah,
And
I was listening to that
just
this
sat there
morning.
like, you fuck.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, let me ask you this. So, with all of the sandbox changes, and they
Go
changed
on.
grenade launchers and all this, what is good for PvE DPS now? Because we
PvE DPS.
chatted a little bit about it in your stream. I don't know, but I was at work. It was like a week ago. But with
Yeah.
everything that's changed, what are the good weapons? Because a lot of people, including me, don't know, but meathead, so it doesn't
Right.
really affect me too much.
I will get the list up now because this is also another video I'm going to be doing as well. Like I'm really going to be pushing YouTube soon. Like I hardly ever done anything on it. And then now I'm like, right, fuck it. No, it needs to happen. Right, let's have a look. So Four Horsemen is really good if you pair it with other things, especially stuff like,
If you're not a
the
warlock and can
heavy-handed
get through
mod
it.
from last season. What was that, sorry?
I said, if you're not a warlock and can get through the fucking mission.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But no, the heavy-handed mod from last season?
yeah.
Yeah, if you pair that with, and you run double shotty in your primary and obviously Four Horsemen in your secondary, you've basically got unlimited ammo. As long as you can keep getting shotgun kills. And so basically you use like Perfect Paradox or something to just keep getting ammo into your Four Horsemen and then just turn around and just unload.
Jesus.
Let's see, where's the list?
Yes.
Hold on, give him a second. Rick's catching up still.
My world just changed.
Do. Where was it? Sorry about this. All right, there we go. Found it. Right. Okay. So currently, you've got, well, all of these with Divinity obviously pushes it up even more. Especially with the likes of Xenophage. If you use Xenophage with Actium Warrig, because Actium Warrig now works on heavy machine guns as well, or light machine guns, sorry. So Xenophage just keeps firing and firing and firing and firing and firing and firing until you run out of ammo.
I still have to get that.
Xenophage is fucking sick, dude. Xenophage is sick. You need a hand with it. I'll give you a hand. Whisper is currently one of the highest strats as long as you can keep hitting your shots.
Okay.
Izanaga and Wendy's is currently more difficult to do than last season, but still currently king of the meta.
So what do? You just unload Wendigo and then switch to Izanagi's, or
It's you do honed edge ×4 on Izanagi's. Swap over to Wendigo, unload a clip. While you've got times whatever the fucking cap is, I can't remember. Whatever the max stack of charge with light. I think it's charge with light. It's whatever the buff is for
the stuff I never equip. Okay, got you.
No, not even that from Wendigo. As you pick your orbs of light up, it gets stacks of thing, and then you fire it, and it does that. But that so then you do that until the mag's empty, and because it's got autoload, if I remember correctly. So what you do is just take that off, swap to Izanagi's again, proc a honed edge, but because the reload's slower now, it's like ugh. So get your honed edge, fire that, swap back to Wendy's, and just keep going like that. Just keep going and going and going. But it's
okay.
It's more difficult now, but it's doable because obviously there's nerfed Izanagi's DPS because of the reload animation, which is abysmal if you haven't tried it.
No, I've tried it today.
Oh,
you almost have to be built to use the gun now. Like you have to spec your gear around reloading the fucking sniper rifle. Because otherwise it's just brutal.
Another good one is Black Talon. Black Talon is nasty.
The projectile attack, right?
Yeah, but have you seen how to do it?
No.
Like what's currently out, right? Okay, so if you sprint, slide, or just generally walk, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be testing this later. But if you're moving while you do your heavy attack, it consumes 1 ammo instead of 4. So that ranged attack only uses 1 ammo instead of your 4. So you can just keep going, and it just does, a lot.
You literally just have to swing, take a step, swing, take a step, swing.
You have to be moving as you take your swing.
I can do this as well.
Yeah.
Everything you've named is actually on my character right now, so like I can do all this.
Swords in general, if you do 3 light attacks with a heavy, and just keep doing that in a loop, is pretty good. That's currently the Riven 1 phase strat at the moment. Anarchy and Mountaintop as usual, pretty staple. That's a good all-round loadout. 1K is actually pretty nasty at the moment. Surprisingly.
I have none of these. It's fine. I have a mountaintop, but that's it. And that was on accident.
Nice. How'd you manage that?
Do you get a
I use it.
Accident.
I had an Edge Transit that I really liked and never took it off. And then like 2 seasons later, it was like, oh, by the way, you're almost done with the mountaintop quest. Oh, okay. I guess I'll finish that.
Fuck.
Pay 0 attention to that quest.
Yikes, dude. I like grinded that out in like 2 weeks back when it was like solid. I'm salty.
I just didn't pay attention to it. And it's just like, maybe one day. And then one day came and it was like, hi, would you like this? Okay, that's fine. You have to intentionally get it at like the last quest step. You have to intend to do it. You can't do it on accident. I think you had to get to like 2200 or something to finish it off. And I don't.
Yeah, Fabled, I think it was. So 2100 was before Shadow Keep, if I remember correctly.
But if you play a lot of,
is it still 2100?
It's probably 2100. Yeah. But if you play a lot of comp, then most people are there because that's dead in the middle. That's pretty average comp score.
Yeah.
So they're just like, okay, so I just got to do this for like an hour, and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally on accident.
Line in the sand with firing line. Do you remember the linear fusion rifle from last season?
I'm going to dim because yes.
Yeah, that was last season. It was a heavy linear fusion rifle from the Saint.
Oh no, I
armor.
held on to it for this conversation. Hold please. I'm not even joking. I'm not even fucking joking right now. This is the most educational episode we've ever had.
Second most. We had Mercules, remember?
That was a lot of math, though. It's fine. Okay, it has to. Okay, line in the sand. I have these.
Yeah.
I
If
say
you have that with Fire and Line, apart from Izanagi's, Wendy's, Whisper's top, behind Whisper is Line in the Sand with Fire and Line because Snipers took such a big, huge hit.
All right, done. I've got firing line and rapid hit. Excellent.
Oh, yes. Same roll as
gonna-
me. Let's
We're
go,
gonna
baby.
Move this over, and that is now on my Titan. Excellent. Okay, good. Good.
Dubious Volley is still hit and miss. It's like really good but really bad at the same time.
The catalyst makes that a little bit more consistent,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
more
Okay.
consistent. Yeah, with the volley hits.
Can we just rename that to Fallout's favorite gun? Have you ever
Wait,
seen
Dubious
the
Volley.
Yes,
The
Dubious.
yeah.
He's got that in every fucking video of his.
It's such a good rocket launcher, my god. But it is generally one of them hit and misses because it's like some bosses it does a shit ton on, some it just barely tickles them. So you're like, all right, okay. But it's a fairly decent one to try out at least and see if it works. I know it works on not so much like it does work on Carlos, but it's a bit of a stretch. But with the likes of what's his name? Brakazan and stuff like that for like Nightfall bosses, it's pretty tasty, especially when it's Arc Ben, Arc Singe, whatever one it is nowadays. Also, one that you get one that you might like, the new Monarchy grenade launcher that's come out this season.
I have that. Okay, what do I need on it?
You need spike grenades, clown cartridge, and what's the fucking pack? Full court, clown cartridge, and spike nades, and then ideally a velocity or blast radius masterwork. Reload's also pretty good.
I was almost 3 for 3 there.
Ooh.
I have 2 with clown cartridge, and it's yeah, I got high explosive ordnance with full court.
Which one are we looking
Alright.
up here?
It's called the Interference 6.
Yeah, that's it.
I've
Right,
got
okay, so-
Demolitionist, clown cartridge, and spike grenades.
Ooh, that's even closer. Demolitionist's pretty tasty.
You just chuck a grenade, and it's like, and I have 6 more. Let's go.
Yeah. The reason, right? Okay, so I'll explain why this one's so good. So spike nades is obviously fucking. It's a grenade launcher with spike nades.
Right.
You can't go wrong. That's like been the meta for
Ever.
however long now. So spike nade launchers, and then full court on top of that, which is the more range, the more damage. So it's like, alright, that's sick. And then before now it was field prep. But with clown cartridge, you can have up to an 11 grenade mag.
I've gotten up to 9 so far. I haven't gotten
Yeah.
11 yet, but I've gotten up to 9 just playing around.
I'm pretty sure the max is 11 only because your reserves can go up to only so many. But I've seen someone with an 11 grenade mag. My god. Because 150's got hit so hard, like in terms of the damage, but because they fire so fast, they're now aggressive frame. They're now rapid fire frame, aren't they? So the 120s are currently where it's at in terms of DPS grenade launchers. So that's pretty nasty. One that is really overlooked though, there is a green grenade launcher which I will stand by till my grave, right? Which is called Penumbra GSM. If you have not tried that bad boy, I definitely recommend it.
I don't have. It's green. I've never even read it. It's like, oh, this is green. Shard.
Right.
Penumbra. Well, like it's easy to remember.
Yeah, Penumbra GSM. It's literally a green grenade launcher. I think it's 100 RPM. Doesn't have spike nades. Functions in the same way as fighting line. So if you pull a trigger, the grenade fires. If you release the trigger, it detonates. It's hard to control, but once you get the hang of that bad boy, especially with a with a blueberry that doesn't have any weapons. They're a new light. They don't have anything. Get them to put penumbra on if they haven't got anything, because my god, right? So we were doing Riven with a bunch of people that had started playing that morning. So they had fuck all, and they were doing like 40,000 damage, something like that. Whereas, oh no, not even that. Yeah, 40,000 damage they were doing before anything, and we were like, why the fuck's your damage so low? They're like, oh, we only started this morning. And I was like, oh shit, yeah. And then so like we're all obviously damaging it with like prospector and fucking all that kind of shit. So we're like, oh, what the fuck can you use? And then we turned around and we're like, wait a minute. Whip out the penumbra, and then they did it, and they hit like over 600k, and we were like, there we fucking go. So they just hit it straight away.
Who jumps into a raid on day one?
Quite a lot of people that I've seen have just literally just got like they've jumped in the game, downloaded it, and then gone straight into a raid. There's quite a lot of people that I've seen that are currently on my friends list that do that. Because I go through Twitch quite a lot and see like all these new players and stuff, and they've like just started grinding and shit, and I'm like, oh, okay, these guys are pretty fresh out the oven. If I'm gonna be polite. And then
these are brand new crayons.
Yeah. Like there was a warlock that had been playing, literally logged in and went into Leviathan. And it was like, right, okay. So I was watching them, and they were at the first encounter for 3 hours or so, and I was like, yikes, I'm gonna need to walk these through this. So I was in her chat, like typing, like telling them how to do it and shit, and in the end she ended up pulling me in because one guy had to go, and I was like, right, okay, get me in. I'll show you how it's done. Ended up clearing it like an hour later maybe, because like obviously they had like not so good gear, and I was just like, right, okay, I'm gonna walk you through this, and just literally an hour later the raid was done, and we went into, I think it was Eta maybe, and it was just like bam, straight through it. It was sick. But yeah, no, I do it all the time. I love just scrolling through Twitch and just looking at all these new kindergartens and just watching the memory lane, basically, of just not knowing what the fuck is going on. I love it. I love it.
It's real.
Yeah. There's nothing like watching them struggle at the beginning and then get better and better and better, and then seeing them in the end teaching other people raids, and you're there like, my baby. So proud of them. But no, yeah. Sick.
Go ahead, Ryan.
I literally have nothing. If you're jumping into a raid on day one,
she just broke me.
I'm baffled by this idea. Like, just no.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Like genuinely, right? Okay. Next time you get a free minute, literally just go onto the Twitch Twitch Destiny 2 directory, scroll down.
I'm not.
And just look.
I'm not doubting that it happens. I am curious about the mindset of somebody who would like the fuck is wrong with that person.
Or the person that rigged them into it.
Yeah, like how much does your friend hate you today? Hey, get this game and come in here and do this with me. But then I always think about it from my perspective of getting 5 other people together to do a raid is usually pretty hard. How the fuck did they get new people jump in and do this? Like,
it's fucking brilliant. I love it.
I'm having flashbacks from D1 LFG.
Don't get me started on that. Oh my. Big yikes.
I was not always as nice as I am now. I'm just going to say this. So we would just torment people unnecessarily sometimes. It's like, have you ever done this raid? It's like, no, but I watched the guide. Was the guide done by Rick Kakis? No. Get the fuck out of here and kick him out of the party.
Wow.
Come back in 25 minutes.
He was funny in corridors at the time, you know.
I know nothing about corridors.
Oh, corridors, sick, dude. Like, it was who was in the call when Rick was in it? I think it was Scarrow, Evan, me, Lono, Chevy, Glad, someone else. I can't. They're probably gonna fucking kill me. But I remember that call, and I remember Rick joining in, and everyone went, "Oh, look!" And then there was just Rick Kaka's jokes, just beyond belief. Then it was like, "Oh, look, it's fucking." It's fucking Rick Clickety Clack.
Is here.
Yeah. And then, like, at first it was when Evan joined, and it was like, "Oh, is that YouTube Evan?" Oh, then it just rolled up from there. But no, as soon as Rick joined, that was it. All guns blazing. It was like, shit. Here we go. It's funny as fuck. But yeah, no, Corridors, I think, is probably one of my most memorable Destiny moments. It's so good. I know.
Oh no, I watched from afar. I watched from afar. I was like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah, it's such a fucking nuts event, though, wasn't it? Like, sat there and you're like.
I mean, I followed it, but I'm just like, I'm not going in there.
No.
They're doing math and shit. Fuck that.
I think I've still got one of the spreadsheets here as well. It's like, let me double check. I want to check if it actually still works or if it's locked now.
Oh,
It's like, I was watching that unfold and I was like, no, fuck this. I'll wait. I got shit to do. I don't have time for this.
She's looking up her spreadsheets.
I actually am as well.
It's like Mercules all over again.
But with better hair.
And all of it. It's fine though. We only make fun of the people we like.
Oh no, wait, I don't think I have it anymore. I've only got like my how to hit 1,000 quick and shit like that. But
there's no reason to hold on to that insanity because that was fucking nuts.
I still see hexagons in my nightmares. I swear to God. Yikes.
Oh, fuck. All right. Changing gears a little bit. You brought up at the beginning you didn't make it flawless this past weekend. So, how was your experience with Trials?
Experience was amazing. Like do you guys? I don't know if you guys know, but I fucking hate PvP. Like every game I've ever played,
I've
actively avoid it. Yeah. So it's a case of I always do the PvE stuff, but Trials I went flawless once in D1. And we got to 6 or 5 wins this weekend just gone. And then every time we got to that last match where we were like, right, okay, we got this, let's go. And then we just get stomped by someone that had been a flawless like 7+ times, and it was like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
it was the same thing every fucking time, and it's like, you know what, fuck this, we're not in it. But yeah,
I was watching a friend of mine. He was playing Trials with 2 of his buddies, and they were farming Trials for the loot because they're that fucking good. And it was just like, what are you guys doing? It's like, oh yeah, we're farming the loot, and it was just like, okay, it's a completely different level of maniac. These guys.
Yeah, like I really wanted the gauntlets, but obviously I'm gonna have to wait a while. Wait a while until they next come on the loot pool because it changes every week now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know how it's going to work next week. If like stuff that's already been available is going to be like RNG, because you can get loot from like 3 and 5 wins.
Yeah.
The way the old Trials was, if you'd win 3, you would just get like random loot. So you could get a gun, you could get a piece of armor. Because I never went flawless, but I have a bunch of Trials gear from winning 3 games and 5 games, and
yeah.
I just don't know if they're going to do that, or if it's going to be static rewards forever. Yeah. It's like you get 1 of 3 chances at a gun and 1 piece of armor, and that's the piece of armor you get. And I know it's now a case of, as far as I'm aware anyway, it's once you hit 3 wins you get something, when you hit 5 wins you hit something, and then when you get 7 wins you get something, and then if you go flawless, well, 7's flawless.
No, if you get 7 wins without flawless, you get
I got you.
But if you get flawless, then you get a pinnacle item, which is and it'll be something different from them 3. And whenever you get something out of that that loot pool that week, when you turn your when you hand your tokens in, then then that's when your loot pool is open to all 4 pieces, and you can just keep farming the stuff.
Gotcha. Which I'm over the fucking token system, but that's a whole other rant. I'm not gonna get into. I'm not getting into that shit.
What? We don't want to have a 2-hour conversation about the economy of Destiny anymore?
Oh god, it's like here right now. It's like I can. The American dollar is worth less than a roll of toilet paper, but that's a whole other conversation we're gonna avoid.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
Okay. Well, take us down a better path, Rick.
I don't know where you want to go. You started this trials bullshit. You know I can't get out of this. I did not play. Fuck you.
All right, so let me
not play it. No.
I know I wanted to, but I just couldn't get it together.
I.
At one point, I was gonna play Monday night just for the memes, and it's like we're gonna get stomped. I'm like, I'll fucking record and put it on YouTube. I don't care. Let's go.
Did you get stuff?
He never got in.
Went in. He was like, nah, I'm just gonna hang out and Twitch chat and watch some friends. Like, okay. Pussy.
I dig it.
So why do you hate PvP so much?
I don't know. It just doesn't resonate with me as much. Like, the games I played growing up and shit was like, I played Halo, but played the story and Firefight, and then like I played the likes of, I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a game called Metal Arms Glitch in the System. Which was like a, if I remember correctly, it was a first person like kind of. It was like Halo-ish, but you played as a little robot kind of thing. And you went around upgrading this mech and stuff, and it just got like there's like a huge story mode. Anything apart from that was like the original Aliens, the original Resident Evil.
I remember
all these
this game.
different.
I remember seeing it. I don't remember ever playing this.
I played, yes, no, I remember.
And then with Call of Duty, it was just zombies and story. Didn't play anything else. And it was the same with literally every game. I'd play every game, but I'd actively avoid PvP because every time I'd go into PvP, I'd get stomped. Because you against these people who are fucking gods on it. So now even just the thought of going into PvP, even since back fucking Modern Warfare, World at War days and shit like that, back in the day, and like Halo 1. Oh, I think did Halo 1 have PvP?
Halo 2.
I think Halo 2. Well, with that, like even you go as far back as that, and you think, and I'm sat there and I'm like, no, don't like it. So then like now it's literally like, okay, so what do I like? I like playing WoW and doing the raids and shit and that. I like doing zombies, which is horde modes. I like doing story modes in Halo and shit like that, and firefight and all this, that, and the other. And it's like, right, okay, so I like that kind of stuff. I will play that kind of stuff. If there's something that I need from PvP, I will go into it to try and farm the thing that I can use in PvE. But apart from that, I don't take pleasure from going into the Crucible and shit like that. But on another note, Trials feels amazing until you get stomped by the flawless fuckers. That is all I'll say. Because that's literally the mood killer. As soon as you load into that 7th game, and it just all these flawless emblems come up, and you're like, right, okay, here we go again. And you go in, and that's it. It just, before you even have time to react, the game's over. You're like, alright, okay.
Like, what the fuck just happened?
Let's restart, and it uses your mercy up as well. So it uses your mercy up, and you're like, right, okay, next one, and then it loads in another team of flawless, wiped. You're like, oh, right, okay. Straight back from the beginning, and then it's just that on a constant cycle. So,
where do you play? What systems?
Where do I play?
Yes.
PC. PC all the way.
Okay.
It was PS4 until Shadowkeep. I tried juggling them for like a week, and then the field of view, the FPS, fucking the controller to mouse and keyboard change, everything like was like, yeah, no, I am not going back to console. My God, like we tried doing comp the other day, on PS4 just to see what it was like in comparison. Just as a heads up, not Forgotten and Revoker and Truth on console. Oosh. you don't even have to concentrate. You just sat there with Not Forgotten, and it's like pop dead, right? Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Next game. But like, it's the field of view that knocks you off. So like, someone's running towards you, and you go, right, okay, they're within distance, like melee distance. So you go to shoulder charge the cunt, and like you're like miles away from him still, and you're like, ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Or you go to throw a grenade, you go to throw a grenade, and it just goes, huh. And you're like, oh, right, okay. Because you think they're so much further than, like, you're so much closer than they are, sorry. And you throw it, and it just lands at your feet, and you're like, okay, so they're still, like, all the fucking way over there. And I've just completely missed. And then they fucking hit you because they're used to it. But gunplay feels nice.
No, if I jump back and forth, it takes me like a half hour to adjust. Like, legitimately.
Like, we were on there for like a good, like, 2 hours, and I was still like, nah, it's making my hands cramp up and everything. Can't do it. But PC, oh, best decision I've made. My god. Just everything's so nice. The shit you can do, the flexibility and skill ceiling and everything's just, you go from there thinking you're good, and then it's just whole of a league. My god.
The thing that shits me off the most is the loading screens.
Oh, yeah.
Literally,
I was sat there and I was like, right, okay, what can I do? And I loaded Destiny, got to my character screen, and went to fly to the tower. Within that time, I managed to do 2 Lake of Shadows runs on my PC.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like... Sat there. Before the PlayStation had even picked up that I was still logged in on PC, before it booted me out, I'd managed to do 2 Lake of Shadows. I was like, this is fucking abysmal. My god. Yeah, so...
I was playing the other night, I just wanted to switch a gun. I'm like, I could have taken a piss in the time that it took all my guns to populate on the screen to switch the fucking gun.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I was like, I literally could have hit start and left the room, took a piss, and came back, and it still would have been going.
So
yeah, and then you have to move your cursor over to the left hand side, sorry, and then by the time your invent's finished loading brick by brick,
and then God forbid you click on the
moved out.
If you click on the wrong one and have to back out, and you have to wait for all to come back. Like, God damn it!
Oh
it just shits me off.
Yeah, no, you may as well mount on top of your own feet at that point. That's just...
I was gonna do that anyway.
Yikes. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, loading screens. Loading screens can fuck off. What's that? There's one. Yeah, do you remember the tower loading screens at the end of last season?
What about them? As far as
like,
when they were,
how they talk.
With how they were fucked, yes.
They're still fucked. God, they're still fucked.
Like, it's not as bad now, but the end of last season, I managed to, right, okay, so in the time it took me to load into the tower, I managed to do that, realized that it was taking too long, so I was like, right, okay, give me a sec. So I went and had a pee, came back, was still loading, so I was like, right, okay, I'm going for a smoke. Went down, had one, came back up, and my character was loading in. Like, you know, when you do your loading, your transmit animation. Mm-hmm. As I sat down, then it did it. So that equated to maybe 7-8 minutes of flying into the tower. I was like...
Yes.
So,
that seems like an accurate number. It's like, fuck.
From where I live to the local gas station is exactly 2 miles. And I have loaded into the tower, got in my truck, driven to the gas station, bought a pack of cigarettes, driven back, and still been flying in.
Oh, that's abysmal. Oh my god. Yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah, end of last season, you can get fucked. Hold on.
I did everything last night on the Four Horsemen quest, except for I ran out of time because I had to do the show last night. I did everything except the last lost sector. I had to do one more public event in the last lost sector. the biggest chunk of like the hour and 45 minutes was trying to get to Zavala's office.
Did you not find it?
No, I got kicked to orbit like 4 times.
I got
once
beavered.
I got to the tower.
What?
I got beavered
yeah.
so many times last night it wasn't even funny.
I got beavered once, I think it was, and that was when we were in the Lost Sector, but it summoned me back in the final room as we were killing it. So
Oh
I was
my
like,
god.
right,
You got
not
lucky.
too bad.
Last night after the
Yeah.
show, I jumped in and did the Lost Sector. I am not kidding, 30, 35 times, and every time it's a straight kick out to orbit and start over. It wasn't.
That's fucking
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But it was funny because I was walking around Zavala's office making jokes because it was the first time I seen it. I was streaming it. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I can interact with his desk. And it's like, okay, interact. So I hit the button. You start hearing the click, click. And then I was in orbit. I'm like, well, apparently Zavala doesn't like people touching his things. Because I got kicked all the way back to like the fucking first screen.
It was like, get the fuck out of my office.
It happened 4 times. It took me 45 minutes to get through that part.
Did you
to where I
find the
could start
mixtape?
Yes. Oh, I knew. I had heard about it. I was like, no, we're going for this.
What
This
is it?
happening?
Right,
Check.
so if you jump up on the shelf on the left-hand side when you go in, there is a thing that says it's an interact button again. So you jump up and you do it, and then Shaq starts giving motivational speeches along to club music, and then maybe like 2-3 minutes into it, the club music changes into the D1 sound, like little snippets of D1 songs, like the Rise of Iron theme and all this, that, and the other. But Shaq's is still doing motivational speeches over it, so it's what the Zavala works out to.
Yes.
That's
It's
so
amazing.
funny. I was pissing myself.
Somebody
good.
has to have the sound file now. It's amazing. And he also
good.
has our fucking raise lighter on it, like on his desk.
Yeah, he's got, what was it? He had a sentinel shield, a burning maul, a hammer of soul, speaker's
Raise
mask.
lighter, the speaker's mat, some
Raise lighter.
Osiris bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a lot
And
of
then-
trophies on the other wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a bubble. Like a guardian pop in a bubble was one of them. And then there was a 7th column one, and there was a 6 fronts one as well. Which is
I'm gonna have
pretty
to go back and
nifty.
look at him. I didn't pay attention. I just started cracking up. I saw a trophy and like Zavala would have fucking athletic trophies in his office. I
Right,
didn't
okay,
pay that
so
much attention to him.
basically what it was if you look at them, there's one which is there's a titan like this with like a circle around the floor. That's popping a bubble, which is in reference to the Red War when Zavala was popping all the bubbles in the courtyard. The Battle of Six Fronts one is the one with all the 6 swords facing inwards towards the Guardian, and the 7th
remember that one.
column one is a Titan holding up a pillar column, and then like another 6 columns around him.
So,
But
That's
why does he
it.
have trophies?
what I want to know is, like,
He fucking had them made. I know it.
my first image of Zavala in D2 was him dead in that original tower because his bubble went and the Cabal killed him. And we had to load back in.
It'd be so good.
No, I've seen that a couple times, but I've actually seen it to where he accidentally gets killed because it glitches, and then he just appears back and starts to bubble again.
Oh no, we actually had to reload to get back into it because it was day 1 on PC and everybody was loading in and it was
you
just
fucking lost Destiny. You killed Zavala.
right. I
Fucking
mean,
game over.
I think
Start
I
a new
won.
character.
I won Destiny. He killed Zavala.
Yeah, you just say like.
And like I said in your chat, I want to know why that motherfucker got an office.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't we have one?
Yeah, like I've been doing all the work. What the fuck is he doing?
He's in charge, apparently.
He's
It's like, Zavala, you alright? And he's just like,
he's standing on the edge, spitting down, trying to hit people underneath. It's all.
Don't be hating on Zavala. What?
He's flipping pennies off of the top.
yeah. But nah, I'm loving Saint at the moment. Saint's like, because like I remember right. Okay, so what D1 or D2? What was your guys' first exotics?
I cannot.
I don't have a clue.
I was a hunter. I want to say it was Bones. I want to say it was Bones of AO.
Did you start playing after taking King then, did you? I'm assuming. If Bones?
My own
Bones
account, yeah. My own. I didn't start my own account until Rise of Iron. I was sharing before, so I was Rise of Iron before I got my own character, my own account. But I think Bones was the first exotic I ever got.
I remember, how long was it? It was after beta, but it was, I think, 4 weeks into D1. Helmet State 14 dropped. Did not take that off my Titan. Ever. Even down to the last day of D1. And then as soon as D2 launched, it came back out, what? Curse of Sarasol Warmind, I think Helmet State 14 came back? Remember correctly?
I don't remember.
One of the two. Either way, as soon as that dropped, it's not, apart from this season, it's not left my character. I always wear Helmet State 14. Fucking, when he got announced for Season of Dawn. That man.
So are you always playing a Sentinel of some variety, or?
To an extent. It's either, right, okay, so it's either Bubble Titan, or it's, Yeet with Insurmountable Skullfoot. It was, before they disabled it, Worm Gods with Burning Maul, because you could just one-shot bosses with double 1-2 punch.
Yep.
And then they disabled it. So I was like, right, okay. Back to Bubble it is. But no, using Towering Barricades with Titan's Ramparts this season, and Bubble is really nice.
Oh, that's what, yeah, you can shoot through the barricade.
Yeah, that's my favorite build at the moment. Sick. So my resilience is currently 102, I think it is. So because once your resilience hits 100, your barricades recharge every 14 seconds.
What?
Yeah. So by the time one barricade's ended, the next one is charged. So you can just keep going. You can just keep putting them up and up and up. And if you have, I can't remember the name of the mod for your class item, but if you have it so that every time you pick up an orb of light, your class ability regens, you can get it in like 5 seconds. Easy peasy. It's fucking amazing.
I think Rick is trying to verify this right now.
No, I'm trying. I was alone like, what the fuck is my resilience at right now?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, if your resilience is at 100.
I'm at 59.
So good. So good. Because, like, obviously recovery you really want. But if you're literally going for just a barricade build, no, 100 resilience all the way. It's so fun.
I have this bad habit of running with 100 strength, so I mean, it's kind of my thing.
Oh,
I did not know that about the barricade though. Shit.
Yeah. You literally, I think it's if you look over the, you know where your stats are underneath your power level.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, if you look at that, it gives you how many seconds it takes to cool down, and depending on what character you're playing. So for resilience, for Titans, makes your barricades charge faster. Mobility for hunters makes your dodge charge faster, and recovery for warlocks makes your rifts charge faster. Yeah.
God damn it! Learn new shit every day.
It's like hunter. I think the quickest it can get its dodge back is 7 seconds. And then quicker if you can do the orb of light thing.
Grumpy bastards.
I fucking hate them at the moment. The mind benders jumping over your head and then dodging. Oh, it is so annoying. You're just there like, right, great. So now they can face the wrath of 4 Horsemen. As they're going upwards, so is my fucking shotgun.
It also works on a Titan and a bubble, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, well, right, okay. So do you guys know DFP?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Not personally.
Right, okay.
Yes. Chic.
Right. Yeah, Chic. Right. So we got matched with him on trials the weekend.
I'm sorry.
No. 4-4.
Okay.
It was a 4-4 match. Final round, they pop a bubble on the capture point and put a tether on the outside. My teammates shoot the tether away, and I used a Fist of Havoc into the bubble, killed all 3, we won.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was like, yes!
Nice.
And then next game we got stomped by a team that's gone 8 flawlesses. And it was like, right, good.
I hope you recorded that.
I mean, granted that like his team was all using Kvostov, and it was funny as fuck. But apart from that, but they did have empowering rift and weapons of light and shit like that constantly somehow, and they just kept Kvostov, like free shot Kvostov in us, and it was like team firing like D2 year 1 meta kind of kill strats. It was
How
like,
do you get the Kvostov? Because everybody's been telling me about this.
Should be in your collections. In auto rifles.
That's the fucking one they're using?
Mm-hmm.
Like the white one?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought it was a fucking Warmind. God. Never mind. All right. Video incoming. Or something.
Wait, the video's up, is it? Alex, DM me it.
Mother of dragons.
I want to see this if it's up.
Everybody's been telling me about Kvostov. I did not know it was the fucking white one. Son of a bitch. Yeah,
like, do you remember Kvostov was slaying during Rise of Iron?
Oh,
like
absolutely.
The white version.
Yeah, you could. Oh shit.
Yeah, it was in.
Yeah,
It was in D2 at launch, wasn't it?
No. Kvostov came out in Shadowkeep when the New Light mission.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The thingy, yeah.
That's right.
The New Light mission was the D1 original mission. But since then, it's been in the game, and even if you didn't do the D1 mission in D2. You still got the gun, so you should have like the green class Arcadia ship and shit like that, and shit like that. But yeah, it's
So
it's actually really fun to use. My favorite auto, apart from Steel Feather, to use though, is the Cuboid ARU, the blue one.
I know all about the Cuboid.
Oh, Cuboid is the shit, dude. It's so good. And Summoner is the same gun model as it as well, so I'm very excited for Summoner to come back in the next few weeks.
Have you tried, Ryan's actually the one who told me about this, the Sand Wasp.
Sand Wasp. Which one's that one?
The blue.
It's the fucking blue. It's fucking, oh my god.
I will actually try and use these. I'm gonna do it.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, do you remember earlier I was saying about the Blueberries Guide to DPS and shit like that I'm gonna be doing?
Oh yeah.
Cuboid's top of the list for that, but I will try out these ones. So, Roylissus and what was it?
The Sand Wasp. The Sand Wasp. It's a 720. It's a Vice auto rifle.
Does it actually shred though? Does it?
Yes, and it has 70 aim assist.
Nice.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. It was good before the auto rifle bump. The fucking Sand Wasp.
Sand Wasp and Ross.
It's silly. It's actually silly.
It's quite sad, isn't it, how most of the blues look nicer than the legendaries?
I don't know why they don't steal, like, there's one called Royce Lillis or something like that. That's like literally a D1 frame. Yeah, and it's not. Oh, I'm not looking at you. Shit. Well, yeah, he beat me to it. It's a beautiful gun, and it has no archetype in any legendary. And I don't know why they don't use. I would be okay with them reskinning a lot of this stuff and putting it back in the game, because at least it would look different.
I still want my Maul's Maulers back, and the Sunbreaker mark as well.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. We're being nostalgic now. All right, well, it's almost time.
Yeah, we need to probably wrap this up, don't we?
Yeah, Ryan has a battery of questions he asked every guest at the end of the show. There are no wrong answers. There are sometimes wrong answers. It's fine.
Last night we had 2 wrong answers, and by wrong I mean totally skipped. So
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I was drinking.
All right. So, what is your favorite food?
Favorite food? Onion rings, 100%. Onion rings are the fucking... Oh, they're so good.
This is a solid answer.
Literally, while I've been on stream and shit like that, I've literally gone through like 5 boxes of onion rings, just like easy. Like before people have even realized I've started having them, just gone. They're like, what the fuck?
This is a solid selection.
I like inhale the fucking things. They're so good. I love them. Love them. If it's not that though, if I'm going for like something like a bit more sustenance, then, or if I was to add to that, like my final meal, if I got the choice, would be onion rings, curly fries, and a fucking steak. Yes, right there.
I'll award you 100 points. Excellent. That is the correct answer.
Bomb diggity, dude.
I would fucking eat that right now.
Yeah.
You had me at steak.
Favorite drink, alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Favorite. Right. Okay. So, alcoholic. Right. Okay. This is like making it complicated because I've basically had everything. To get pissed on or to just casually drink?
That's
yes
for you to answer.
Right, okay. If I was just casually drinking, it'd be either... Actually, no, it'd probably have a mix of Blue Lagoon and Purple Rain as a casual drink.
Okay.
That's pretty fun. So, like, you get, like, what's it called? Get a pitcher of each, and then just put a straw to go between the two, and then just, it's so good. And if
she fucking drinks like I do.
Yeah, and then if I'm drinking,
and that's casual drinking.
Yeah, that's a casual drink. Like in my teens, I used to go through like fucking like two crates of Budweiser, like easy peasy, like without getting even tipsy. So that's like what, 24 beers.
We can never hang out at Guardian Con. Fucking world.
But like, if I was drinking to get pissed, probably what I did when I went to Bloodstock a couple of years ago, which was aniseed with bubble gum. You know, the really shitty.
Yeah.
You know when you go to like a shitty shop and it's got like the fucking what's the name of it? It's just called bubble gum, and it's like a fizzy blue, just like soda drink.
Yes.
That with like aniseed / absinthe is fucking top notch. Oh, it's so good. I love that shit. I had 3 liters of the fucking shit.
I fucking love you.
In a pinch, you can pour that shit in your gas tank.
Oh, it's so good.
I award you 3,000 points.
That's bomb diggity. Yeah, that's
yes.
fun.
All right. What is your dream job?
Dream job? Streaming 24/7. Boy, that without question. Like being able to content create all the time and not have to go to my day job. If I could literally just sit here and do what I try and cram into that time of a night time and do that stretch out over the days as well. Oh, that'd be the fucking life. Not there yet though. Nearly. Got to just going on. I'm going for the push this year. But yeah, that's the dream job. I'd say working at Bungie, but then I couldn't content create then. So then it kinda.
You could, but you'd have to do it for a different game.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't really play other games nowadays because they don't tickle that sweet spot like Destiny does. You know, like doesn't get my juices going. Okay.
All right. Guilty pleasure: game, movie, music, and TV. Game can be card game, video game, board game.
Right. Okay. Right. One by one, go through them. Right. Okay. So what was the first one?
Game. Guilty pleasure game.
Guilty pleasure game. Oh boy, this is gonna be. Alright, let's have a think. Guilty pleasure game. I'm pretty sure my guilty pleasure game isn't actually that bad. What's my guilty pleasure game? This is a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
So I did this last night with my wife, and she goes, Hangman.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably TKO. TKO is pretty good.
Alright.
It's not so much a game, but it is at the same time. It's more of a party game, but
It's
that
fair.
I guess could be guilty pleasure. I don't really play much nowadays. Apart from that, maybe no, because Portal was sick. That's not really guilty pleasure. What would be classed as guilty pleasure in terms of a game? My god, everything's sick. Actually, Abe.
All right. You want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, what's the next one?
Guilty pleasure movie.
Saw. All of them.
Okay.
I fucking love Saw. Yeah. I just love how gory Saw is. Like, oh, guilty pleasure 100%.
All right. Guilty pleasure music.
Guilty pleasure music. Oh, see, the thing about me is I like all music. So I'm trying to think what for you guys would say I should be embarrassed about liking. There's a question for you.
Rick, you're muted, I think. Yep,
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's muted.
I don't know. I mean, that's subjective.
Justin
Exactly.
Bieber. I mean.
Oh, okay.
The way I explain it
No.
is like, is this
No.
if your friends walked in and heard you listening to it, you'd be like, "Fuck." That's the way I explain it.
It's quite difficult because like everybody knows what I listen to, and it's like everything, absolutely everything under the sun. Like literally, I'll go from listening to Country Roads 1 minute to then listening to fucking Aborted and Cannibal Corpse the next, and then go to fucking Bass Nectar the next, and like.
All right,
it's all
you
just
don't you do not have one.
Yeah. That's fine.
No, I do not have a guilty pleasure in terms of tunes.
What about
Actually, there we go. Eurovision songs.
I don't know what the fuck
love
that is.
Eurovision. Yeah, Eurovision's fucking sick. Some of them anyway, especially with the sax guy.
I do know what that is. Fuck in hell.
I love it. Literally,
know
when I
what
get out
that
the
is.
shower and Eurovision songs are on, especially the sax guy one. Oh my god, tits are everywhere. Just fucking doing 360s and shit.
I'm gonna have to introduce Ryan to this. He has no idea. Yes.
No, that's all right.
Fuck me.
So, guilty pleasure TV.
The Flash. TV show, The Flash.
It's the only show I
that-
watch.
Either that or any cartoon ever. Like I'm a sucker for cartoons. So like you've got the likes of Regular Show, Adventure Time. You've got Steven Universe, Amazing World of Gumball. I fucking love the pants off. That is the funniest fucking cartoon I've ever seen. What else have we got? Ed, Edd n Eddy's not really guilty pleasure, but that's just stupid and I love it. Yeah, the list goes on with that. I could sat here all day just talking about stupid like cartoons I love.
All right. Final question.
Go on.
What's your favorite curse word?
Favorite curse word?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I say fuck a lot. Like I'm trying to think of where I haven't used the instance fuck, but that happens a lot. Cunt I love as raw, just stop being a cunt. My favorite, not so much swear, but more of an insult is bogwhoppit or dunder twunk of a twat. I love them too. They're fucking sick.
Can you please spell that out in our Discord so I can use that for the name of tonight's show?
What, dunder twunk of a twat?
Yes.
Thunder.
That will be tonight's show name.
I
When I put that up on Podbean.
Fucking broken. Yes. Yes. Fucking amazing.
Rick, do you remember when I told you I wanted to do this and you were like, I don't know that that's a good idea?
This is a brilliant idea. I was crazy.
No, like, literally, like, most of my chat loves it because I come up with shit like that all the time. So, yeah, Thunder Tongue of a Twat, and then you've got, like, let's say Bogwhoppit, you've got, what else as well? I'm trying to think of some now. Feel on the spot. God damn, it's got to be, like, in the moment, but it could be anything. But, like, it's a pretty nice thing that my accent can pull off, is literally just I could turn around and go, shut up, you fucking fruit. And that's it there. The word fruit then sounds like it's an insult. That's what I love about my accent. That's literally the only bit. Everything else I sound like a fucking commoner. But
I love this. This is fucking brilliant. I can't breathe. Oh shit. That's it. That's the whole fucking show. That's everything.
oh yeah.
Oh fuck, Katie! If people listening to this would like to find you, what are your links, your personal information, your tax ID number, all of these things?
My birth certificate. No. No, so if anyone wants to find me, it's literally go on any site ever and just type in ObKatieKat. It's literally that. So main ones though are Twitter and Twitch. YouTube I will be working on soon. But that's currently still in the works and there's not much on there, but there will be shortly. But yeah, definitely Twitter and Twitch.
Why don't
it's just ObKatieKat.
Let's set up a chance to get you to come back when you're ready to launch your YouTube stuff. Just so you can turn Rick red again. That's awesome.
Yeah, laugh so fucking hard. Oh no, love. Thank you so much for coming on and bullshitting with us. We appreciate
absolutely.
you. Are you gonna go streaming now?
No, I'm not until tomorrow.
All right. Oh, what's your schedule?
Schedule is let me just get it up because it's a bit all over the place. It's always the same, but it is always all over the place. It is on my Twitch and Twitter for anyone that forgets this, but Tuesday 8 p.m. So this is GMT, so UK time zone. But 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. Thursday is usually 10 p.m. But sometimes I do it at an 8 p.m. It just kind of in like between that time frame, but it still goes on till like silly o'clock in the morning. Wednesday and Monday are my nights off. Same with Sunday. But then Friday 8 p.m. onwards. Saturday 12 p.m. till whenever, usually into Sunday. Usually into like early Monday sometimes.
Until question marks.
I love that she can pull off silly o'clock in the morning.
Well, I think my longest stream so far was it started Friday night and it ended Monday morning, which was
fucking
ruthless.
Oh Christ!
Well, that's it.
I think that's like a 50. I think it was a 56-hour that one.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Jesus God.
All right. She made me tired, Rick. Let's take us to bed so I can go get a
I have
nap.
no idea who's coming on next week, but again, thank you for hanging out with us.
Oh, anytime.
If you're listening on audio, Good luck. I don't even know what day it is anymore for you. So, see you then.
Next week is
no fucking idea.
I don't even know how to say that. Irresolute. I don't even know. IRREZ. I think it's
Irresolute.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's really tiny type. Okay.
Yes, he is an artiste.
Okay.
Of the
Oh, we're going
highest
to
caliber.
Pigeon. Nice.
Yes.
Dig it.
All right. Say good night, Ryan.
Good night, Ryan.
Send it.